therapeutic people. How y'all living out there? Hopefully you guys are therapeutically living, getting you guys some nature and getting that natural vitamin D from the sun. I'm so excited to be bringing you guys another therapeutic video because today I'm going to be showing you guys how to make some authentic Mexico tacos. It's actually called this right here, but I call it Mexico tacos because I don't know how to pronounce it. So I'm going to be making some guacamole on the side, and I also have some vegan sour cream. The company is called Follow Your Heart, but you can get any vegan sour cream that you like or prefer. I just prefer this because it actually tastes like sour cream to me. So we're going to be putting that on our tacos right along with some guacamole. And then our bread is going to be, our shell is going to be some spinach and kale, and Swiss chard wraps. Instead of using the corn tortillas that they use, I wanted to try something different. So that has spinach, kale, and chard inside the wraps. So like a green wrap or a green tortilla, something like that, but healthier, version of that. The seasons I have is chile powder. I have some cayenne pepper, and I also have some paprika. And then at the end, we're going to put some cilantro flakes on there. I was going to get the actual cilantro, but didn't really have time to get that. But I always have cilantro flakes. They sell it as a seasoning. So I got that. I also have some onion powder, some salt and pepper mixed. Our meat substitution is going to be walnuts. I soaked these walnuts overnight so they can be really ready to grind up, which we're using our food processor. The other meat substitution is going to be mushrooms. So mushrooms and walnuts is our meat substitution. And we're going to put in a food processor, chop that up, blend that up. And then we're going to take it to the stove to saute it, and some bell peppers and onions. We're going to saute that together. And then I only have one big avocado because it's just me. So I'm just making a small guacamole. And for that, I have some tomatoes. And we're going to put some onions in there and also some seasoning in there too to make a quick guacamole. So before we get started on making our meat mixture, I'm going to use my all-natural hand sanitizer. I make this myself. You guys can either check the video out or purchase it on my website. It will come in dry form like this and have a tea bag with it. And it also comes with instructions on how to brew the tea to make it a hand cleanser. And you guys can either check that video out or check the description box below and click on my website where you can purchase therapeutic products as well as this hand cleanser. So first we're going to chop up our bell peppers. So yes, you guys, I'm so excited. I have made vegan tacos before with walnut meat. I love using walnut meat. That's a great substitution for meat. It's full of protein. Nuts in general have a lot of protein in it. So I would suggest you guys try different alternatives when it comes to meat. Instead of the vegan processed meat, you can actually make your own vegan meat. And I've been trying walnut meat for a minute. Like, I love walnut meat. I made my stuffed bell peppers with walnut meat, so you guys can check that video out. And I also put walnuts, almonds, and things like that in my salads to have a good balance of protein, amino acids, whatever you want to call it, minerals in general, and onions. And I used this bell pepper previously on the meal that I made. So don't be like, why is the bell pepper already cooked and already chopped? Excuse me. Yeah, so I use this bell pepper. I use bell peppers in a lot of meals. peppers are very essential to have in your diet. And like I said before in my videos, the colors mean everything. So this is your solar plex area in your body, which is your stomach area. So a lot of yellow foods like squash, bell peppers, lemons, things that are yellow are really good for your digestive system, your stomach area if you have problems, ulcers, things like that. Yellow foods, yellow onions, things like that will take care of that for you. That's why the food is color coordinated according to our bodies. So that's a little fun fact right there that you guys can go by. So if you have a headache or anything like that, you can eat some purple foods like grapes, things like that, eggplant, because that's our crown chakra, is in our head. So sometimes I go by that, or sometimes I just get my burdock root tea. I get some dandelion root, and I also have that on my website. If you guys want to purchase any therapeutic blends, I customize blends as well. So you guys can check that out on my website if you guys don't have herbal tea. So all we're going to do really is just saute the onions and the bell peppers once we put our walnuts and mushrooms in the food processor with our seasonings. I'm just going to take this to the stove and saute it. So really I'm just using half an onion, and then I'm going to use half a bell pepper. And I soaked 2 cups of walnuts overnight in spring water. This brings the consistency so it can grind up really well, and so it can have like a meaty type of texture. So you want to make sure you soak your walnuts overnight if you're planning on cooking them the next day, or you can soak them that day and then cook them that night, just as long as you let them soak for about 4 to 6 hours. But you can tell the difference from when you soak them, because it'll break down really easily and not as hard. So I'm actually soaking my mushrooms and my tomato in baking soda and spring water to clean them off. To clean them off really good. Because we don't want any bacteria on our food. I'm actually using about 5 mushrooms, and these are portobello mushrooms. But you can really use any mushrooms that you prefer. I prefer bella mushrooms. They have a nice texture to them, nice taste to them. Mushrooms do taste different. All mushrooms don't taste the same. Like white mushrooms, at first when I began my vegan journey, I used to eat a lot of white mushrooms, and I just didn't really care for the taste until I found out about bella mushrooms. So that's a little fun fact right there. All mushrooms don't taste the same. So I'm just kind of going to rough chop this because it's going in the food processor anyway. So I'm going to put all my mushrooms in there. And then we're going to put some of the seasoning on the top, and then when we take it to the stove, we're going to put the rest of the seasoning on this in the skillet. So I'm just going to take all of this. And I actually been soaking these walnuts for 2 days. I really have been like soaking these walnuts for 2 days in the refrigerator. Definitely don't leave these out. You can also try this recipe with some chickpeas, but I had enough of chickpeas right now, so I'm just going to sprinkle some onion powder, some salt and pepper, some chili powder. paprika. And I'm a spicy type of person, so if you don't like spice, you don't have to put these ingredients in there. You can season it to your liking. And this is cayenne pepper. Now I'm going to put a little bit of cilantro in there, but we're going to use this cilantro at the end. Before you turn the food processor on, just make sure everything is down. You can also make your own. You can also make your own tortillas, but to be honest, I want to try something different. So I usually make my tortillas out of spelt flour. You guys can see that video as well. Like I make my tortilla chips, my tortillas. I make that out of spelt flour, and then on the stove, or you can do it in the oven. Now you can add just a little bit of water in there at the bottom so it can just grind up a little bit. Just a little bit. You don't want this to be mushy and watery. You just want everything to grind up. If you want to just put this, take it out. And then put it back in there. If you have a small processor like me, if you want to just go ahead. So that's how some of it looked. Kind of like ground beef a little bit. That's the texture that we're going for, a ground beef type of look. But if you see some that's not chopped all the way down, like I'm doing, you could just go ahead and dump those pieces in. It's chopped up. And I'm going to show you a closer look up on it before we go to the stove to saute it. This is how your meat substitution should look. Kind of like ground beef a little bit. But it's not. It's walnuts and mushrooms. That's the only thing that I put in here with some seasonings. Now we're going to take it to the stove and saute it with our onions and bell peppers. The stove heat up a little bit, and we're going to put a little bit of grapeseed oil in the pan. You really don't have to have it on that high, just a medium high. And we're just going to oil the pan a little bit. So while our pan is heating up, I'm just going to dump our meat substitution on the skillet and then add the onions and bell peppers. And then you add the seasoning to your taste and to your liking. So I'm going to just add a little bit. See that? See how that's looking in the pan? And I purposely didn't fix a lot so that'd be like, oh, that ain't enough. This is probably going to be like 3 or 4 tacos for me. 3 or 4 tacos. So if you want to make double the amount or triple the amount, just triple the ingredients or double the ingredients. Alright, I'm going to add our onions and bell peppers. Usually I would add red bell peppers, but I don't have red bell peppers. Or you can add green bell peppers, whatever you choose to do. But what I am going to do, I'm thinking about adding some green chilies to it as well. So let me get that at the refrigerator. And this is some green chilies that I have. And this is like kind of like a spicy type of chili. Green spicy chili. So if you have some of this, you can add this as well. But I'm going to switch from this and get my wooden spoon before I burn my plastic spoon. Excuse that. Alright, so I'm going to add some onion powder. The rest of the onion powder I'm going to add the rest of the salt and pepper. The chili powder, which is going to give it that meaty type of taste. That taco type of taste is what the chili powder is going to do for that. And a little bit of cayenne pepper for the spice. And paprika. And we're just really putting it on the stove so it can heat up a little bit. We're not really cooking it because it really doesn't need to be cooked. You can really eat this raw if you wanted to. But while this is sauteing on low, I'm going to just bring the heat down to a low. We're going to work on our guacamole. So I'm just bringing it in, all the seasoning in. Yeah, that smells so good. Yep. Smells delicious. So I'm going to put the top over this, let it saute for a little bit on low. Because we're not really trying to cook it, we're just trying to heat it up. And then we're going to move on to our guacamole. Take a good look at that. It actually looks like meat to me. Literally, but it's not. It's vegan meat. We're about to make our guacamole. It's a simple guacamole, nothing extra to it. So I have key limes, tomatoes, one big avocado, some onions, garlic clove, onion powder, salt and pepper, and cilantro. Leave that from any grocery store. You don't have to actually buy the real cilantro because this is dried cilantro leaves. It smells literally like it, just like it, and it's nothing but it. It's just dried out. So what we're going to do is first we're going to cut our avocado down the middle and we're just going to fork it out. This is one big old avocado, like literally. And it's ready too. I like to buy my avocados already ready because if they don't be already ready when I buy it, I'm literally going to forget that it's in there. So this is what helps me be like, okay, you need to fix them avocados because you know you don't got that long for it to last. Because I would literally leave avocados in there for a minute if it's hard and stuff like that. I'll forget about it. So I like to buy my avocados really fresh, but ripe already. So this is actually a good amount. That's why I just bought one large avocado instead of the little bitty ones. Because this is like enough to last me for like literally a week. With this large avocado. And you can also put avocado on your skin as well as sea moss. You can put that on your skin as well. You can put this on your skin at night for if you have dry skin. You can put that on there and it'll make your face more vibrant. So I'm just leave that because I'm going to try doing avocados on my face again. I had stopped because I'm putting sea moss on my face now. And I do sell sea moss. If you guys are interested to purchase sea moss, it'll be in the description box below. Definitely good for your skin as well. 92 minerals. You can also consume sea moss in anything. I was going to put sea moss in here. I was going to put sea moss gel in here. But I have the full spectrum sea moss, which I can still put it in there. but I only sell the regular sea moss. I don't sell full spectrum, so I don't want it to be, you know, advertising full spectrum. And I only have the golden from St. Lucia sea moss, straight out of the ocean from St. Lucia. It'll look like this when you purchase it, and you have to make the gel yourself. I do have a video on sea moss. It comes in different sizes. This is the lowest size I sell, and this is literally like $15, you guys. This little batch right here, and it lasts you 2 weeks. This right here is like 20. They're on sale right now. This is literally $25 right now, so this is good to jump on. If you guys want to purchase, everything will be in the description box below, and I do have a video on me making sea moss into gel, so guys, check that out. Look at how big that one avocado did all of this. Like, wow. I'm glad I didn't buy another avocado. Literally, because I like to just be buying stuff and not even like using all of it. So I'm glad that I bought that one, because that did me justice right there. So I'm going to chop up this whole tomato. And I like the my tomatoes to be like really like big and chunky in my guacamole. So if you don't like it big and chunky, you could, you know, dice it however you want. But I like mine literally this size. So I'm going to put that in there. And this is the simple version of guacamole. If you want it real detailed and all of that, okay, go for what you know. But this is a quick guacamole that I'm making. Especially if you just have, if it's just you. You know, this will be perfect if you're just making this for your lunch or your dinner, things like that. This is perfect. But if you're making it for your family and things like that, I would suggest doubling the ingredients. Same with the tacos. I suggest doubling that too. You can also keep your avocado seeds. I've been keeping my avocado seeds. I'm going to plant them in some soil, and it can just be like a house plant or things like that. It's not going to actually come as an avocado, because avocados come from trees. So it's just going to just sprout, and it can be just like a little house plant or things like that for decoration or for sort like that. So I'm going to try that as well, and I'm going to show y'all how that turns out. It's summertime. Well, it's really springtime because it's raining and stuff all the time. So I'm really waiting for the sun to come out to start planting everything. I already planted my basil. I planted some daisies. I planted a few things. I'm gonna be doing another garden video for you guys to show you guys what I planted and things like that in the garden. So you guys can look forward to that. And so this is how the guacamole is looking so far with just the tomatoes and the avocados. So I'm going to chop up all of this onion, really, because I need to use some onion. So I'm just chop up this whole onion, which is not even a whole. It's probably like a little under half. And later on, I might actually make some tortilla chips with this. Instead of just, you know, just putting it on the taco. I might just have some tortilla chips with the guacamole. And this is just a quick little simple guacamole. All raw ingredients, nothing cooked. I also like my onions big as well. So like I said, if you don't like your vegetables chopped big, you could do whatever you please to do. I'm just showing you like a quick version that you could do. I also have 3 garlic cloves that I'm going to mix up. Now, if you're alkaline and you don't do garlic, you can skip garlic and just use onion powder, sea salt, pepper, cilantro leaves. You can put a little bit of ginger in there, but key limes are alkaline, so put that in there. And the key limes, I get key limes. I don't get regular limes. I get key limes because it is a all natural Mother Earth grown key lime. It actually has seeds in there. I actually don't know if you can see this, but it literally has seeds in there. If you can see, that's how you know if something is authentic. If it has seeds in there, if it doesn't have seeds in there, then it's not authentic. Like grapes and stuff like that, supposed to have seeds. Oranges supposed to have seeds. You know what I'm saying? So if you're eating grapes and they don't have seeds in it, it's not authentic. It's GMO'd. And they do sell seeded grapes. You just have to look for it. And just ask somebody in the store, hey, do you guys sell seeded grapes? And they will literally tell you right then and there. Because I know a few Walmarts have seeded grapes. Because it's one Walmart that I go to and they have seeded grapes. But it's another Walmart that I go to and they don't have seeded grapes. And it's like, Fiesta, like any like Latin market, sells seeded grapes. Farmers Market, I believe, sells seeded grapes. I don't know if Whole Foods sells seeded grapes, which is kind of weird. But I've been seeing them lately in Latin markets and in Walmart and a few of them. So if you guys want to try to convert over to seeded grapes, that'll be a good decision to make. But even before I was vegan, I was grapes, so you know, and you can actually eat those seeds because that's where the nutrients come in as well. So I'm just gonna, and I got this mincer, the garlic mincer from Dollar Tree. You know, you gotta walk slow in Dollar Tree so you can see everything that they have, because they do have some really good stuff. They really do have some really good stuff in Dollar Tree for the low $4. And I literally like to put the whole garlic in there. I don't remove the skin and stuff like that. I put the whole garlic in there for the flavor. Oops. It's turning out good. This is actually a lot of guacamole, like, to be honest. This has actually turned out to be a lot of guacamole. I really wasn't expecting it to be this much. Ingredients in there, and then I'm gonna taste it to see if it needs a little bit more seasoning. All right, you guys, now I'm gonna put a little bit of onion powder, some sea salt and pepper, and then some cilantro leaves. And I'm going to taste it to see if it needs a little bit more seasoning. But this is how the consistency came out of it, which is really looks really good. I'm going to try to taste it. It actually tastes good. I don't need to add anything else in there. It actually tastes alright. So I don't need to do anything today. Let's go check on our tacos. Actually, it's already ready. So let me just go grab that. And then we're going to go ahead and do a taste. This is our spinach, chard, and kale wrap. Like a taco wrap. I'm going to use that instead of corn tortillas. Let me show you this one more time. And then we have our walnut meat with mushrooms, bell peppers, and onions. Then I have some Romanian lettuce, Follow Your Heart cheese. Follow Your Heart sour cream. It's vegan, if you guys can see that right there. You can look it up. Then we made our homemade guacamole. Now we're going to do a taste test on everything. Rest of our guacamole. Are y'all ready to dig in? Because I'm ready to eat. Literally. And I was going to add some jalapenos to this, so I might add some jalapenos. You can literally add whatever you want to add. So, you can literally add whatever you want to add. I'm just going to add our taco mix in here. This looks so good, you guys. And this can actually be more than 3 tacos. I said it was going to be 3. Or you can actually make this into a burrito. So this can be a burrito. Mexico burritos, Mexico tacos. Whatever you choose for it to be. I'm trying to make it look pretty for the camera up, but I don't think that's gonna work. Alright, got your guacamole on the side. Oh yeah, you guys, this gonna be good. This gonna be good. And then put some little sour cream on top. This is actually the best vegan sour cream I ever had. Like, ever had. And it's made with coconuts. It's made with coconut. This is like the best vegan alternative sour cream I ever tried. I remember trying this one sour cream. That tasted like, you don't even want to know what that tasted like. That tasted like crap. Alright, you guys. Let's dig in. Look how scrumptious it look. Put the wraps on the stove and let them harden for a little bit if you choose to do that. But like I said, you can do it as a taco or burrito. But we're going to taste it. Tastes better than Taco Bell. Do you hear me? Do you hear me, you guys? This tastes better than Taco Bell. This crunch wrap. No, this is not. Get into that. This is really good, you guys. Healthy. Good for your kids. Good for a snack, lunch, dinner, breakfast. Guys, I'm going to enjoy this because this is just too good. I need to take my time eating it. So, thank you guys for tuning in to another therapeutic video. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe for the algorithm of the channel so more viewers can see therapeutic content daily. I really appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys, if you want to purchase some hand cleanser or even some sea moss, make sure you guys visit the description box below and click on my website and it'll take you straight to my products. The description box below. I really appreciate you guys. Have a therapeutic living. to focus your energy on. We all hold a divine and powerful choice. Don't feel guilty for doing what's best for you. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification bell, give thumbs up, share, and leave a comment on what you want to see me do next. Thank you for watching. On to the next video.